Honorable Justice Nzioki of Makau is a judge of the Industrial Court and has been such for the last 9 or so months. He is Kenyan by birth, a resident of this lovely city of Nairobi, and has experienced life in virtually all corners of this country except the extreme north. And I can say I really love my country. It's one of the best places to be. I've visited many nations, but this is the best. When you go abroad, the first thing you must acquaint yourself with are the customs or cultures of the people you will be serving, so that you know what is expected of you and whether you can actually do what you are required to do. Secondly, it's always good to know that you will not probably be paid in a currency that you're used to seeing. It's not a Kenyan shilling that you will get. It might not even be the US dollar that you will get. It could be a currency that is alien to you. So you need to know at that level, whatever they're paying you, how much does it translate to in terms of Kenyan shilling. Kabla hujachukua kazi yoyote, kabla hujapata ajira uko ng'ambo, fikiria kwanza hela zile utapata, maisha yale utakayoishi kule ng'ambo, na vile wewe mwenyewe ambao unataka kuishi. Kama unataka kuishi kama Mkenya ambaye yuko huru, kuna nchi zingine ambazo si vizuri kwenda kuhudumia watu wa huko, kwa sababu wanakuona wewe ni kama mtumwa. Hawakuoni ni kama binadamu ambaye anastahili kupewa haki zake kama binadamu. And in a sense, when you think of the desperation the person has, it might drive you to do things like overlook the most simple because the contract looks too good. In the past, the Industrial Court was a court that was inferior to the High Court. The disputes that went on the Industrial Court that were determined by the Industrial Court were appealable to the High Court or were amenable to the supervision of the High Court. Right now, the Industrial Court is a court of equal status as the High Court, and the decisions from the Industrial Court are appealable to the Court of Appeal, where there is an appeal that will lie. And the essence was to elevate the disputes between employers and employees to a slightly higher level, so that you are able to appreciate that this is not just something minor for a tribunal to deal with.
What is intellectual property? And what are the rights? What are the rights of someone who considers themselves to have an intellectual property?
Now, intellectual property is considered to be one of the new developing areas in this country because, as you've said, the young people have very many good ideas, and some of these innovations, like M-Pesa, for instance, just to name one, that's something that the Western world had never even thought about. But someone thought about it in Kenya and was able to implement it. Now, that person had an idea that was worth protecting. We have a patent office in Kenya and an intellectual and property rights office here in South Sea on Popo Road. So the best thing to do is, if you are not able to do it yourself, the best person to seek out is a person who has a knowledge of the law, and that's a lawyer. So you can actually get it done at a very reasonable cost, and you will now be the owner of that idea, and it will be protected. Copyright is a right you have over an item. You have asserted your rights in relation to the originality. It could be some writing, it could be a gadget you've made. Now you have copyright over it, right? Not an idea. Intellectual property tunes more towards ideas.
Many Kenyans, like myself,
yes,
probably have very little scanty information on matters to do with the intellectual property and even the Employment Act. Where can they get this information? Are there forums, situations, scenarios where they can learn?
Yes, I have told you of a portal which is very critical. That is the kenyanlaw.org. Because Kenyans nowadays have a lot of access to the internet, including on their phones, it's easy just log in and you'll be able to get the laws as they are. The first thing that you must do, study hard. You can't mess around with books and anticipate that your life out there will be rosy. So focus on your education. Also pick up the Christian values which reflect the character of a man. Have integrity, be honest in all that you do, and work hard.
Experience a whole new world of family entertainment. Vision TV.